Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nova Farm, where we capture remarkable and unique agricultural stories from around the world. Today, we're embarking on a journey to explore the harvesting and processing of potatoes in the United States, a country renowned for its high-tech agriculture and incredibly large-scale production. Have you ever wondered, how are potatoes harvested so quickly across fields that span hundreds of hectares? How are they sorted, washed, and packaged before reaching consumers? And what kind of technology powers the transformation from a potato in the field to a convenient product on the supermarket shelf? Get ready to join me on a field trip to a large potato farm in the U.S., where each season can yield thousands of tons of potatoes, serving both domestic markets and global exports. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive in. Right in front of us is a vast potato field stretching endlessly across the state of Idaho, famously known as the potato capital of America. Here comes the star of the harvest season, the multifunction potato harvester. This machine is designed to dig up potatoes, separate soil, sift out weeds, and gently transfer the potatoes onto a conveyor belt, minimizing bruising or scratching of the skins. A single harvester like this can work on 5 to 10 rows of potatoes at a time, depending on the setup and field conditions. Behind the harvester are large trucks standing by, ready to transport the potatoes either to storage facilities or to nearby processing plants. What's fascinating is that most of this process is managed using GPS technology and automation systems. The machine operator simply monitors and adjusts technical parameters. With this level of efficiency, a farm can harvest hundreds of tons of potatoes per day, ensuring both timeliness and quality at the start of the season. However, in some areas or under specific terrain conditions, manual labor is still used to prevent damage, especially for premium potato varieties intended for export or high-end food processing. With hundreds of hectares in cultivation, these farms utilize cutting-edge techniques, from drip irrigation and automated fertilization to drones that monitor plant health. Harvest season typically falls between late summer and early autumn, when the potato plants begin to dry and the tubers have reached their ideal size. At this point, farms mobilize specialized machinery like potato harvesters, large trucks, and labor crews to ensure a swift harvest, minimizing risks from adverse weather. Each season, a field like this can yield 2 to 3 tons of potatoes per hectare, and within just a few weeks, the entire crop is stored, processed, or distributed across the U.S. And now, let's take a closer look to see these high-tech machines in action. After harvesting, the potatoes are transported to the processing area, where the cleaning, sorting, and packaging process runs continuously like an unbroken assembly line. The first step is washing. The potatoes are placed into a water tank equipped with high-pressure spray nozzles and rotating industrial brushes to remove soil, roots, and debris. Next comes the sorting stage, where electronic eyes and AI-powered cameras come into play. Each potato is scanned to assess its size, shape, color, and to detect any defects. Then, an automated system directs the potatoes into different categories. Grade A, potatoes that are uniform, visually appealing, and meet export or supermarket standards. Grade B, potatoes with minor blemishes that don't affect quality, typically used for industrial food processing. Grade C, damaged, rotten, or sprouting potatoes, removed from the line and either discarded or repurposed as animal feed. The final step is packaging. Depending on their destination, the potatoes are packed in mesh bags, cardboard boxes, or vacuum-sealed bags, complete with traceability labels, QR codes, and expiration dates. This entire operation is strictly monitored under U.S. food safety standards, ensuring that the potatoes delivered to consumers are always fresh, clean, and completely safe. Potatoes aren't just sold whole. A significant portion of the harvest goes to processing plants, where they are transformed into frozen French fries, a staple in fast food chains; packaged mashed potatoes, for restaurants or ready-made meals; potato snacks, from crispy chips to a wide variety of flavored options; potato flour, an ingredient used in baking, cosmetics, and even plant-based foods. At these processing plants, the potatoes go through steaming, drying, vacuum frying, and quick freezing, all within sterile environments, where temperature and humidity are tightly controlled. Additionally, potato peels and other byproducts from the processing stage aren't wasted. They are repurposed to make compost, generate biogas, or serve as livestock feed, forming a closed-loop system that is both cost-effective and environmentally friendly. Potatoes, humble on the outside, a powerhouse within. At first glance, potatoes may seem simple and familiar. But beneath that rustic skin lies a treasure trove of incredible nutrition that not everyone knows about. In today's special feature, let's dive deep into the world of potatoes with Nova Farm, to discover why this plant is often called the hidden gem of culinary and human health. 1. Potatoes, a golden food in the world of nutrition. Potatoes aren't just a popular food across the globe, they're also one of nature's healthiest sources of carbohydrates. A medium-sized potato contains only about 110 calories, yet it's packed with vitamin C, boosts the immune system. Vitamin B6 supports nervous system function. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and supports heart health. Fiber aids digestion. Natural antioxidants slow down cellular aging. Unlike deep-fried dishes that can harm the body, potatoes, when prepared the right way, such as boiling, steaming, or baking, offer long-lasting health benefits. 2. Potatoes and heart health. Potatoes are high in potassium, which helps the body control blood pressure, maintain electrolyte balance, and reduce the risk of stroke. A single potato provides 620 milligrams of potassium, even more than a banana. They're also cholesterol-free and, when part of a healthy diet, may help reduce levels of bad LDL cholesterol. A diet rich in potassium and low in sodium is key to a healthy heart, and potatoes fit that formula perfectly. 3. Potatoes boost brain function. Did you know that the vitamin B6 in potatoes plays a crucial role in brain health and memory? B6 helps produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which boost mood, alertness, and reduce anxiety. Plus, antioxidants in potatoes, such as flavonoids and carotenoids, can protect brain cells from free radical damage and may reduce the risk of early-onset cognitive decline. A baked potato at breakfast can do more than fill you up, it can also sharpen your mind and support your mental well-being all day. 4. Supports immunity and fights disease. Potatoes are a fantastic source of vitamin C. Just one potato can deliver up to 45% of your daily requirement. Vitamin C is vital for collagen production, boosting immunity, and fighting off infections, bacteria, and viruses. Additionally, polyphenol and anthocyanins found in colored potatoes, especially purple ones, have anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. There's a reason potatoes were taken into space. NASA believed they could sustainably nourish astronauts on long space missions. 5. Supports digestion and weight management. Though they're a starch, potatoes contain soluble fiber and resistant starch, which are great for your gut. They feed healthy gut bacteria, improve bowel movements, and help prevent constipation. Resistant starch also helps curb appetite, regulate blood sugar, and promote healthy weight loss. When cooked the right way, avoiding deep frying and combining with greens and lean proteins, potatoes deserve a spot in clean eating or light keto diets. 6. Safe and nutritious for all ages. From toddlers to seniors, potatoes are suitable for everyone. Children, mashed potatoes are a great weaning food, rich in vitamins and energy. Adults, baked potatoes, soups, and salads offer a filling yet low-fat energy boost. Elderly, easy to digest and high in potassium, helpful for blood pressure and bone health. Whether you're a professional chef or a home cook, chances are you've cooked potatoes at least once. Now, you've got even more reasons to love them. 7. Potatoes, a global health ally. The Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, has recognized potatoes as one of the world's most important food crops, not just for being easy to grow, but also for their role in global nutrition security. In developing countries, potatoes offer a sustainable source of energy, low water usage, and drought resistance, helping combat poverty and micronutrient deficiencies on a large scale. As the world faces climate change and food crises, the humble potato rises as a symbol of hope, feeding people with quiet resilience and profound value. From lush green fields to warm family meals, potatoes are always there, nourishing bodies, supporting health, and providing life to millions. And now, when you hold a potato in your hand, remember, you're holding a small, modest miracle of nature. Quiet, unassuming, but truly extraordinary. Potatoes, a simple, common crop with incredible economic value. Potatoes are a humble, widely recognized crop, but they contribute significantly to economic value. These fresh, delicious potatoes not only nourish human health but also play a key role in the economies of millions of families, thousands of businesses, and even entire national economies. In this segment, we'll explore the remarkable economic benefits that the potato brings. Potatoes are one of the world's most important food crops, with global production exceeding 368 million tons annually. It is one of the foods that provides stable energy and is easily accessible to people in both developed and developing countries. With low production costs and ease of cultivation, potatoes are a valuable food source for rural areas, helping alleviate poverty and improve the quality of life for many farming families. High yield. One of the advantages of potatoes is their high yield, which can grow easily in many types of soil and various climatic conditions. This high productivity ensures a stable food supply for people. Low production costs. Potatoes can be grown on inexpensive land and do not require a lot of technology or large investments. This reduces production costs, especially in developing countries where people can grow potatoes for local consumption or export. Potatoes are not only an easy-to-grow crop but also a low-cost crop that brings high profits to farmers. This helps reduce hunger and supports sustainable economic development, creating jobs and economic value. Potatoes don't just benefit farmers but also create millions of jobs in the processing, consumption, transportation, and export industries. Production and processing. Farmers not only harvest potatoes but can also participate in activities like processing them into products such as French fries, mashed potatoes, canned potatoes, and many other processed foods. Potato processing factories require a large workforce, from production to packaging and transportation. International trade. Countries that export potatoes, like the United States, Canada, the Netherlands, and many in Europe, Asia, and Africa, create thousands of job opportunities in the export, logistics, and retail sectors. Byproducts production. In addition, potatoes can be used to produce animal feed, potato starch, or even ingredients for the food processing industry, creating a long economic value chain. Isn't it amazing, everyone? From a simple potato in the field, through human hands and the support of technology, the potato has become one of the most popular and versatile foods in the world. Through today's video, we hope you've gained more interesting knowledge about modern agriculture in the US, as well as a greater appreciation for the value of agricultural products. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Nova Farm channel to continue joining us on our next journeys, from the fields to the dining table, from seeds to technology. See you in the next video. Goodbye, and wish you a day full of energy.